Wake Up Happy Sis, the show that jumpstarts your day with a bang. We're strolling down these self-care streets as we navigate the maze of wellness and healing. We're helping you live happy, healed, and whole. And we do it all with a hearty dose of belly laughs for good measure. Stay tuned and get ready to wake up happy, sis. Welcome, everybody. It's your girl, LeAnne, Dolce, your Chief Self-Love Officer over here at Wake Up Happy Sis, and you're tuned into another fabulous episode of the Wake Up Happy Sis Show. We're broadcasting live on KCCR Cityscape Radio, where we're changing the narrative for our women and our men because we're telling our story our way. Today, we are diving deep into the heart of our creative spirits with crafting creativity, unleashing your artistic spirit. Whether you got a paintbrush in your hand, a camera around your neck, or just a dream in your heart, this episode is your canvas. And of course, as usual, Facebook has tried to act a whole entire ass. We're not doing this today, Facebook. What we're not doing is this today. So give me a second, y'all. You know, technology wants to act when it wants to act. So give me a second to get our streams on Facebook going. But while I'm doing that, let me just tell you, today I have the pleasure of having one of my good friends. She is a celebrity in my mind and in the minds of other people. She is a fashion designer, and I do have stuff by her brand because I'm bougie and I'm fancy, and that's what we do. When we're bougie and fancy, we wear the best. So I'm going to bring my friend. Her name is Sheron Richardson. She's the dynamic CEO and fashion designer at Guan by Sheron, based out of New Jersey. Sheron is revolutionizing the fashion industry with her commitment to celebrating and styling women of all sizes. And when I tell you what she does is hot, it's hot. I'm not even going to hold you. I'm not even going to lie. Okay. My boo does her thing. Okay. With her bold, empowering design, Sheron is not just crafting clothing. She's creating a movement where every woman can find her voice and her style, regardless of her size. Her innovative designs and inclusive vision have captivated a diverse audience, including myself, reshaping the narrative around fashion inclusivity. Because you know what? They always trying to give us all them little frumpy things when we're a plus size girl like me with all this sexiness going on. And my friend said, no, that's what we're not going to do, boo. So y'all help me welcome one of my besties in life, Sheron Richardson, to the stage. Hey, boo, hey.
Good morning. How you doing, honey? Oh my God, I'm so excited to be here. Like, you have no idea.
When I tell you, we were just talking.
And we're real friends in real life.
We are real friends in real life. Like in real life. It's not just like, oh, I know her on Facebook. No,
we have.
I know her.
Sunday
Been
morning
to her mama's house,
having coffee while we're still in bed. It's kind of fun.
Yes, I know her mama. I know her sisters. This is the thing. This is my real friend. And hey, JoJo, that's one of my friends too. That's in the chat. Hey, to my Instagram and to my TikTok fam. Let me turn the volume up so y'all can't see my friend on TikTok. But just know she's cute and she's fabulous. I mean, on TikTok. Just know she's cute and she's fabulous and she's very bubbly. And from the minute I met her on Periscope, the first time I watched her on Periscope, I was like, oh my God, I love her. I just love her. She has such an open, inviting, and welcoming spirit. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, we are here. Oh, what? Oh, that's Josie. Hey, Josie. I thought that was JoJo over there. Okay. So because I have one friend named Josie. I have one friend named JoJo. So I was confused when it said Miss JoJo. So we're here to talk about creativity, art, fashion, life, all the things that us girly girls love to talk about. We love to dish on. We love to partake in. And I want to start by kind of unpacking what creativity really means. We get a little deep on here too. We have some fun. I got my fan ready to clack when needed. That's what we do. Okay, look, this is what we do. We got to clack when it's a clackable moment. But I want to talk, I want to learn from you because you are such a creative spirit. What does creativity really mean to you? First, before we get into that, tell us about yourself and Guam by Sharon and give us a little spiel of who you are.
So, hey, my name is Sharon, born and raised in the Virgin Islands, okay? And I actually went to fashion school. I went to FIT, graduated with honors, and I worked in the industry for many years, traveled the world. But the bad thing was that I was designing clothes that I couldn't even wear. It only went up to a large, and I wasn't even this big. And so there was things like this that kind of bothered me. It was one day where the plus size model couldn't come in, and I was always offended that they would call her mama size. And I was like, well, what's mama size? And they came into my office and they go, hey, so the mama size model can't come. Can you step in? And I'm looking like, wait, I'm just a size 12. I,
Right.
I'm mama size now because the model is a size 18. But in their eyes, we were all the same. And so I vowed then when I could that I would start my own brand to celebrate us. Okay.
Yes.
Us.
Yes.
Because I was always the only one of us in many of those rooms. Okay. And that's why I started Guan. And the name, I wanted to have a company that the name resonated with me. So Guan in my native tongue means go ahead. So for me, it is about empowering women to go ahead and love their self exactly as they is. 5 pounds heavier, 20 pounds. You got bigger boobs, bigger booty. I got you, sis. Trust me, I got you. Because I understand women's body. I understand what happens when you get a little larger and things start to fold and things. I get that. And so for me, creating is freedom. I'm my freest. I was
Yeah.
up till 3 o'clock this morning creating some new artwork because it's it's intoxicating to get into that zone, I call it, like your zone of genius. And when I'm there, time doesn't exist. You can stay in this vortex for days. And I
Yeah.
like it in there. Like, any creatives out there, because you love it in there. It's the best place, the best thing. Oh Lord. Oh my God. I'm like hearing myself. I'm sorry.
That's
So
okay. That happens.
I love that. I started Guan back in 2011 and here we are. And I'm building this company my way. We create 90% of our stuff is made in America. My goal also with starting my brand was uh to to bring work to America. We have amazing, talented seamstresses and factories that are here. It just costs a little more, but my following, they understand, they support that we're on a mission to like really help the economy here.
Yes. You know what? The one thing that I will say, I'm over here invite some more people on Facebook to listen in. The one thing I will say is I was kind of blown away the first time when we were doing the fitting for the fashion show.
Oh yeah, you taking it
Yeah.
way.
Right. She's in New Jersey. I'm in my house showing her I'm naked. And everybody know I like to be naked anyway, so it wasn't a thing. But she was like, okay, give me this, give me this, give me this. And then when she got here to Atlanta to do the things, there wasn't a lot of fix that she had to do. She can look at you and be like, okay, like she has a gift. This
Thank
is her jam. So when people are like, oh, do I got it? You don't even have to be in the same room as her.
uh-huh.
And she got you. And I still got some of the clothes from the fashion show. It was my fashion show when I had my magazine. And I still have some of the clothes in the closet. And I was like, shit, I need to have her take some of these in and make some stuff for me out of this stuff. Like, because it's timeless. She makes timeless pieces, but timeless pieces for people who want to stand out. I'm not trying to be drab, frumpy, and uncute. Okay. I'm trying to be snatched to the gods. I'm trying to be fabulous. And when I walk in the room, you're going to see me.
That part.
You're
That part,
going to see me.
right? So we call them Guan gals over in my world. Listen, baby. If we I love a bold print. So this was one of the prints that I created. Um, and this print is actually a journey of our ancestors from Africa into America. And so I wore this intentionally because I feel so connected to this print, and it just calms me. And I was a little nervous, even though I know LeAnne, and I was like, I'm gonna take out. So this print is called Resilience,
Yeah.
and it's like you can see the tree of life here,
Mm-hmm.
right? And but it all merges together, and it tells this whole entire story. If you go on my Facebook page, there's a couple of videos where I talk about what this means, what that means. This is this. And so the next print that I'm working on is a print that tells the story of when we got here in America. Thank you, Miss JoJo. Thank you.
Josie, look, Josie is between her and JoJo, I think they are the two of my super fancy, stylish friends. Um, they don't play. Yeah, I look, I got you the rice effect. I got you. Hold on one second. They like, don't play with me. Put the link up. I got you
Oh,
right
thank
there.
you. There you
They was
go.
like, don't,
Oh,
they
you
was like,
ready?
don't play. Don't play. Put the link up. I'm about to put it in the chat. You ain't said nothing but a thing. Look, this is what we do.
Please follow on all social media. I'm at Guan by Sharon. And yes, my name is spelled with a C because I'm special.
She is. Look.
Fun story. I was named after my aunt, but my aunt name is with a S. And so I remember growing up and kids would tease me. Kids are cruel, right?
They are.
And so kids would tease me in like first and second grade that, oh my God, your name is in a C. And I just started writing it with a S. So by the time I got to high school, one of the teachers goes, your transcript says, and I said, oh, I just changed it to a S. She goes, you can't do that. What
Won't do that.
you can't do that. You need to, and I just went back to CH. And actually, even after I moved away from home and we started connecting with people on Facebook, they would go, Sharon? I didn't even know that's how your name spelled, because literally I was just spelling it SH.
Yeah, so the people would leave you alone.
Yeah, just I got cards with SH. Like really, that's your government name? No. But my mom said if you could spell Sherry with a CH or a SH, she just wanted something different. So here we are.
Yeah. And I love that though, because even mommy was creative.
Yes, and she really, really is.
You know
That
what I mean?
creativity is
Mommy is a creative, because and I think for me, creativity is kind of this pathway of self-discovery. It is about empowerment, just like you said, it's about freedom. I was generating, everybody knows I'm heavy into tech. I'm the techie of the friend group. I was generating some images in Midjourney. And just like you're saying, when I get in a zone of creativity, of doing different design stuff, creating images, I'm in the zone. My friend was like, so you just gonna hype yourself up today? I was like, because are you looking at what I'm over here generating? Or do you see this fire? I said, if I don't hype me, who's going to? Because when you get in that zone and you see something and you're like, okay, I could be zoned out for hours working on one little thing, then like, I'm gonna get this line right, because it don't. But creativity is the way that I express myself. It is the way that I want to show up in the world, the way that I want my businesses to show up, the way I dress, the jewelry that I make for myself. Like, it is a way for me to show the world who LeAnne is in spaces where I cannot sometimes show up authentically as myself, because we got to code switch. We got to do all these other things so that people will see us as acceptable. I'm already a plus size bald black girl.
Bye.
So outside of people thinking I'm a lesbian for some reason, I don't know why bald, I don't know why bald or short hair equals lesbian, but
it should not.
I'm like, come on, it doesn't. But I'm like, I'm going to be me. And to me, creativity is about kind of unearthing our innermost feelings. It allows me to work through challenges and trauma and things that I am dealing with, anger, pain, hurt. It allows me to reflect and think about stuff, because I'm going to go back and tweak this and tweak that. Like with you creating that pattern, right? Talk a little bit about that process, because I feel like it was probably an emotion, because I know you, and I know it had to have been an emotional process. Sharon will cry. She would cry.
Like
And
this.
I could see that being an emotional process. So talk a little bit about that.
So this print, so I have a graphic designer that I work with, and so we had to build, and I like, my goal this year is that all the prints that are on my site are all my prints, unless I go somewhere and source a print, because it's just like, oh my God, it slapped the taste out of my mouth. But that's my goal. So good morning, Chrissy. Thank you for stopping by.
Look, I see some of the queens rolling through. I see some of the queens rolling
Queens, come
through.
on.
You
Yay.
know,
Good
the queens
morning.
show up.
Oh, they coming. Hey, Miss Joyce. Hey, Miss Yvonne.
Look, Christy said at the drop of a dime, the queens show up when your community shows up for you, baby.
Yes, and I totally forgot to tell you guys yesterday inside the group, because I forgot myself. And I was just so crazy busy. But what was the question, girl?
Shit.
My menopause.
You were
I'm like
talking
a
about how
gnat.
you created the process for creating that print.
So I knew that. So this print was created for a satchel, and what a satchel is, it is an experience inside of literally a satchel bag, and everything that you need is in there. So this came with a jacket, this came with another print, this came with a pant, jewelry that I had custom made for us from Kenya. So this satchel really was a journey, and what I really wanted was to put symbols and shapes all together that mean something. So it would be me sketching. So like this tree, and thank you, Queen. And this tree of life was that, and then it has water coming down. All these little dots are the journey that our ancestors took from Africa over. There's something in there that is representation of the boat, of them all leaning. So I took all these elements and we did them separately, and then we had to put them all together into a repeat that is pleasing to the eye. However, that the symbol, that it was beautiful, had meaning, and the whole process this was the longest print. Usually I could do a print like boom, boom, boom. Me and the graphics designer been working together for like almost 3 years. We got it down packed. This, a couple times it was like, nope, that ain't it. We got to start from scratch. And she couldn't understand. And then when it was all put together, she goes, I get it now. I get it, right? And she understood the journey and the meanings and the symbols. And so a lot of the women, they enjoyed the print visually. But once I did that live and started talking about the journey of creating it and sitting there, feeling their pain, and how do I take that pain that our ancestors felt and translate it out into something that is visually stimulating to your eye, but also once you understand the meaning, it gives you a visceral, different effect. Hey, Bessie, how you doing, Queen?
Yes.
A different effect.
Look,
And
look.
I must say, there's Queens who got the satchel. One word that describes how you feel when you are looking at these prints, because there were
Yeah.
two prints, there were actually three prints all together in the satchel that all intertwined with each other, all meaning different things, right? And again, for them in the beginning, they only knew that it was beautiful. They
Right.
didn't know
Once you get the story and the history of it,
that it became.
it's like a quilt. It's like, so you know how they have the quilt
Yes.
and they each are starting from different patches, and just the creation of those patches and things alone is a journey, right? And Jocelyn said it's powerful. That's her word, is powerful. And that she's so proud to wear the print because it speaks to her soul. And I'm mad because I didn't get the satchel, but it's on me. I'll never be mad at Sharon or nothing. Because if you mad on me, I'd be so busy. I don't, by the time I get there, they done snuck them all. And I'd be like, well, damn.
Yeah, you can't play around with these one
Yeah,
girls.
one, they're not gonna tell
They
you.
sit
They're not.
around.
It's not like somebody in the group could tag me and say, "Hey," no, they ain't gonna do that because they be like, I got my satchel. I
I
just
got
gotta
mine.
make sure I get
I
mine."
got mine.
And then look at hey
I
Shamir.
gravitated to the eye in the center. I felt seen. Ah, thank you, Shamir. I felt seen
Look,
and heard. The
yes,
group.
Christy, yes, full of savages, and y'all don't want to tag me when the satchel comes so I can get a satchel. Okay, I got 3 businesses to run. And don't nobody want to tag a sister and say, "Hey, there's a satchel out." That's fine. I see all y'all I see all y'all. But it's a tight knit community. So you see how she knows the queens when they come in. You see, I know the queens when they come in. I may not be in there all the time, but I know the key players. And Bessie said, "You're literally wearing, what is it? Here you go. You're literally wearing art and history because it is our story. It is."
Thank you.
And good morning, Tanya. This is one of my people
Morning, Tanya.
here. Don't lie to me.
Good
Don't even try to promise something you cannot deliver on. Because y'all ain't gonna be nice. Okay, Christy. Thank you. I appreciate Christy. And how do you pronounce that?
K-Rid.
Carrot. Then Carrot. Then somebody gonna tag LeAnne. I feel it in my spirit. Somebody gonna tag me.
We got you next time. We got you next time.
Look. Chrissy only doing it. She said she only doing it because it's her body. And Irma, welcome. Look, all the queens showing up and showing out. So what I want to talk about a little bit next is, let me look, because we already we didn't talk through so many things. Okay. Let me ask you this. So for people who are creatives and they're going through a rut, right? You feel like your creative spark has faded, dimmed, it's on hold. I don't lost it. What would be some tips that you would give on how do I rediscover my creative spark and that passion for creativity?
So for me, it's water. I gotta hit that ocean. And so I think as creatives, right, like birthing forth this print took everything in me. And I felt like the ancestors were guiding me like, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. Right. So I was drained doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And so being that I do live in Jersey and I literally can see the water. However, this ain't the kind of water I'm talking about. Right?
I said that ain't your kind of water, friend.
That ain't my kind of water. If I can't see my whole big toe in the water, then that ain't it. Right. And so I knew that I needed to find another way while being in a city. And so for me, the next best thing is, yeah, you need to, Queen. You need to. I think that the best thing for me when I am in a rut, I step away from the project. One, I give myself
Mm-hmm.
some breathing room, and I know what my triggers are, and I also know what I need. So for me, if it's not the ocean, the next thing would be that I take a walk in the park, in nature, ground myself back to the earth, right?
Yes.
Because we are energy, the earth is energy, and
Mhm.
it is important for us to ground ourselves so that we can pull in that energy. Naturally, I am a whatever that is. Like I'll stay up at night, but that is when my best ideas flow. And I feel like it's because the world in my area is mostly asleep. So energetically, I could connect to the
Good.
higher ups. If you are here and you going, this girl is a bunch of cuckoo caca, girl, it's me. This is how I operate. And I I feel like I am doing God's work. This is
Yes.
divine for me. My
Yes.
prints have meanings when they're created. It's just not out of the ether, right? But creating does take a lot of your energy, does
Hmm.
take a lot of your power. Find those happy things. Whether and sometimes journaling help for me. It just depends on how much my rut is. Sometimes when I'm in a rut, I will spend half of a day, and I have magazines all over. You know, all the fashion magazines are coming, and I'll just go through and start tearing out and just creating like a mood board. Not that you're working on a specific project, but what you're trying to do is pour into you all of the creativity. I would
Yeah.
sketch, but sketch without a purpose. So I can paint, I can draw, I can sketch, I can do all of these things. So I tend to go the whole opposite from clothing and just go to creating for the fueling of my soul and spirit. And
Yeah.
I feel like women connect to my clothes because I am intentional about putting my energy and good energy
Yeah.
into it. And And I've had many women say, "Oh my God, I don't even know why I feel the way I do when I wear your clothes because I'm intentional." There's prayers and honors and that's going forth that to give this woman what she needs, because I understand that we live in a world, and if you don't look a particular way, the world is against you. People, listen, my guan gals show up and show all the way out at
All
every
the way out.
party, right? Dragging and flowing is a household name. This is what we do. Where you going? Walmart. With what? A train behind you. Why? Because we can. And
'Cause you
why not? Because and why not? And so finding those things that just bring you joy. And my ultimate, when I am down to the white meat, I just grab fabric and I start
can.
cutting and I start playing, because there's nothing like the hum of the sewing machine underneath my feet, and just that I could feel it in my fingertips. There's little things that bring me utter joy, but that
Yeah.
right there is the it climactic. Is that a word? Can I say that out
Yes,
here?
you can. You can.
Yeah,
You
it's
say it.
climactic. Okay, butterflies bring me back because my designs are created around love. Yes, you
Yeah.
are welcome, Queen. Your stuff is so amazing,
Look,
so beautiful. You,
everybody extra.
every right. I've watched women transform. You can see their confidence. You can see their style change over the years, and I'm so glad to be a part of that journey to allow them to really just be free, because I feel as we get older as well, there's more constraint that is put on you. Listen, this is 52. I know. I'll come closer so you can see.
Period. Look.
Okay. This is that good black that don't crack. Okay. I got right. This is 52 with kids that's calling me Gaga because I'm a whole grandma, and that's okay because I'm cute. But it's always so important to just remember why you're doing it. I know that I'm doing it for these women to build confidence, to build fast assiness in our community. We have our own entire language. Fast assiness. I want to really have a woman be able to sit in her body and just feel absolutely
Yes.
sexy, absolutely liberated that you are a woman and that you have the power. And so I give power in my clothing. I give power in the prints. I give power in the stories. And I
Yeah.
send power in every stitch that is. You know, back in the day, I would create every piece by hand. Girl, I can't do that no more. It's gotten it's a little too big. However, they always have to pass my way, and they always
Yeah.
have to get my blessing. Um, and it takes time. However, that is just something I do. And my
Well, no,
queens,
but that's how it stays true to your brand, true to what you want to honor in this world and what you're bringing forth. I think that's important that people understand as your brand grows, you have to stay vigilant so that it does not get watered down or changed because somebody else may now be the implementer and you're not the implementer. You can now be the visionary. But we still have to have that level of consistency in our brand, in our things, even when other people are doing the work. So we got to do a little bit of station identification for a minute, and then we'll be right back to continue our discussion with Miss Sharon Richardson of Guan by Sharon. And yes, I am a Guan gal. Yes, I am.
yes, you are.
So you are tuned into the Wake Up Happy Sis Show on KCCR Cityscape Radio, where we're changing the narrative for our people because we're telling our stories our way. We'll be right back. Imagine a book that isn't just pages and words, but a journey of triumph, resilience, and empowerment. Welcome to the Wake Up Happy Sis Anthology, a collection of stories from Black women who turn trials into triumphs. Each chapter is more than a story. It's a piece of a larger narrative that speaks to the heart of every Black woman. It's about overcoming, thriving, and finding joy in life's journey. This anthology is a celebration, a testament to the strength and spirit of women who faced life head on. Their stories are an inspiration, an invitation for you to rise, to heal, and to connect. Be a part of this extraordinary journey. Find your inspiration, your community, your voice in the Wake Up Happy Sis Anthology. Your story matters, and it's time the world hears it. Join us, share, inspire, empower, and always wake up happy, sis. I don't care what nobody says. I love that commercial.
It's fabulous. I was just watching it.
Well, thank you. So we are back with my good friend Sharon Richardson of Guam by Sharon, and we're talking all things fashion, life, because it's all connected. And one of the things I would say is that for me, when I feel like my creativity is waning or when I'm coming out of maybe a depressive episode or so. Thank you, Shamir. Oh, thank you. She said I have a great look. Let me put that up there. Let me put that up there. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Thank you. But I think for me, because I think that creative spark, when I've lost it, I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find my way back to myself in that instance, right? And I think especially for Black women that uh, create our creativity is so intertwined with our resilience, with our history, past, present, future. It is connected with our culture. So I think for me, I start with trying to reconnect with things, like you said, that make me happy. What are the things that make me happy, that bring me joy? Putting myself around people that help spark that creativity. Definitely going somewhere where there's water, sand, where there is earth, because grounding is such a deep rooted connection that we have to our ancestors, to the world, to just Mother Earth itself, right? And I think you have to be patient with yourself because sometimes there is a lesson that you have to learn before that you can get back to that creativity, and you have to focus on that lesson in the moment, but do little things. So Irma, just go back and start one little crochet thing. You may do one little patch and that's it. You may crochet one little thing and that's it. But start small and don't stress yourself out and beat yourself up if it's not returning as fast as you think it should. There's lessons in love and life in that journey. Oh, thank you, Irma. I know I miss you too. I miss being in there. I got to get myself back up in there with the queens because I miss y'all. You know, we're all a family, period. Right. And so these are women that I've met that I know as well. So don't think when I say friend, I don't take that lightly. I don't take it lightly. So let's talk a little bit about where do we want to go with this? Okay. I like to talk about art as a tool for healing because I think that's a good segue from where we were. Because art, fashion, creativity can be very therapeutic. It can help you work through so many things in your life. When I am at my lowest, I'm not a painter, but I'll go and I'll try and doodle and paint something, um, writing, journaling, creating jewelry. Those things are very healing for me. I live a stressful life. IT is a stressful lane. Running a business is a stressful lane, right? Being a single Black woman in Atlanta is a stressful ass thing.
Girl.
So what do you do when you're just feeling like, oh my God, I'm drained because of all the things in life? Do you use art as a way to help you come back to yourself, find your way back to Sharon's happy place?
So it's twofold. So I feel as Black women, and we have been taught to work until we break, work until it hurts.
Yes.
So my twofolds is that I rest. I step away from everything, and
Yeah.
it's silence. I read this book last year. Was it Shamir? That we read, Rest is Resistance. Baby.
Let me write that down. I like that.
I can't remember her name. Rest is Resistance. Man, when she went through because I am a worker.
Mhm.
I fall asleep working, wake up running to the work. Right. And I had to learn over the last couple of years how to still be productive, but not
Mhm.
work to the end of it. And
Yeah.
so sometimes when I'm feeling non-creative, I got to check in with myself. Are you tired? Do you need to rest?
Yeah.
Because I can't go off and create if I'm physically tired or mentally tired. So it's assessing, is it mental? Is it body? Is it physical? What it is that you need. And I'm getting really more in tuned with myself because
Yes.
of my nutritional coach. She's on here actually. And Shamir Young. So if you guys are looking for a nutritional coach, you need to go over there. And
Look.
she would say stuff like, where do you feel it? How are you feeling? Right? When we were reading through the book. And then it really, there you go. Thank you. Girl, I know you will find it. You is the researcher of the world. Thank you, Samara. Um, it is the best book. And it talks about why, as a culture, we're doing this slave mentality still to this day. So I get my rest first. And if that's not what it is, babe, again, I would pick up whatever medium makes me happy. And sometimes the medium isn't, art comes in all forms, right? So
Mhm.
writing is a form of art.
Yes.
Painting is a form of art. Doodling is a form of art. I feel like it's so many different forms of art,
Mm-hmm.
just like meditation is, right? So I've realized people be like, oh my God, you gotta meditate. I was like, my brain don't shut off. You know when my brain shut off? When I'm creating from my soul space. Because I'm not connected
Mm.
to the brain. It's hand to soul. It just skips
Yeah.
the whole brain. this is when I feel that those designs are heaven given and people just feel it different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it is creating from a space of whole freedom. There's no constraints, right? And so when you're having those times where you're not a creative jam, it's
Yeah,
find anything that is opposite of your normal and do that. So you're in IT. That's creative,
it is.
right? You got to go the whole opposite way. Get a paintbrush and start taking that blue paint. If you watch that you know what I'm talking about with that blue paint on the canvas. You take that blue paint and you just go across. It don't gotta make no rhyme or reason or sense because you're not creating to create. You're creating to rejuvenate yourself and reconnect with your soul. I believe that we all have creativity in us. We were all given a gift because creativity is what connects us all back, right? And again, it comes in different forms.
I agree. If you want to come in, because this is also a drop-in show for those who didn't know, is let me put in Shamir's information up here. So if you guys want, just go on contact Shamir. She is the truth. Okay. She is the truth. You need some help with your nutrition, with fitness. She gonna get you right and tight, baby. And this is a drop-in show. If you want to come in and say something nice and happy, don't get disrespectful because I don't play. But you can come on in, say hey, tell us what your thoughts are on art and creativity and healing. And I agree with you. Everything, a lot of things that we do in life are healing, singing, dancing, praying. There's so much art and life around us. Gardening, right? I have friends now that ain't my jam. I will kill a plant in a minute because I don't forgot they was out there. And I'm like, you want me to go get dirty, get in the dirt? That's not my thing. It's not my thing.
You need water again? Like,
How often I gotta water these things? Like, that's not my creativity, right? That is not my space. But I agree when that art and when you're in a zone can be very meditative for you because you are able to shut off your brain. And sometimes just doodling, just painting without rhyme or reason, the art appears, the message appears. Sometimes it's a message that you needed to see, to hear, to think. Things appear because you're not so focused on all the things that's going on in your head, right? Because it's allowing you to kind of externalize the emotions that sometimes we cannot vocalize. Okay? Art helps us express those things that we cannot say, that we are feeling on the inside, that we need to get out. It is a way of releasing. Look, relax, relate, release. Wasn't that what they said on the show? Relax, relate, release. Because it can also be that bridge to your mental health to help you. Yes, Tanya, art can be very therapeutic, right? Because we have to sometimes disconnect from the main plug. We got to shut some things down. If you're like me and like Sharon, my mind is always going. I need meditation. I need art. I need things that I can zone out on because that's how I rejuvenate my spirit. That's how I keep my cup full so that I can give out of my overflow. Oh, yes, Irma, coloring. Oh, I'm a big kid. I love a good adult coloring book. I do have a new adult coloring book that I'm actually working on now. But I don't know if I can tell y'all about that one because this one is an erotic adult coloring book. Yeah. It's a
grown.
little,
I
it's a
love
little,
that.
it's grown. It's a grown woman coloring book. This ain't no kitty coloring book. So don't buy it for your babies when you see it on my channel. On the page. Do not give it to the babies. Do not. So, and I also think that you can have collective creativity to help you in your healing. They had this thing that I wanted that I'm going to do at my next in my retreat is it's a big coloring page. So think of a whiteboard, but it's a big coloring page. And so different people come up and they can color in and bring their life to a group piece of art.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So everybody gets to leave a little piece of their energy into a
Yes.
more bigger piece. How powerful is that piece gonna be?
Yes.
Like I
Because
love that.
that is connection, that is sisterhood, that is love for others, love for self, right? Okay, Shamir, I got you, boo. I got you. Yes, we colored life together, right? Because when we come together, right, where two or more is gathered, I don't know all the biblical shit, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's
We know.
powerful. It is powerful. It is healing. It is sisterhood. It is love. And then imagine you auction it off or you, right, you donate it to a girls' school or something like that. So now your art, your love, your collective love is out in the world doing good. How healing is that for not only us as the process we're going through, but also for those who are receiving and on and viewing and accessing that, you know? And in my mind, I'll be trying to figure out how I can put some sound to that joint, like,
I,
right? Because
I-
color has sound, color has emotion. I tried some
deep-
mushrooms once, and that's how I found out that color had emotion and sound and intention and all the things.
Isn't that something? Everything is connected in this world in such a magical, amazing way. We just have to tap into those moments
Yes.
and being a creative soul in whatever capacity that works for you. I feel like that is absolutely one of those things that is needed in life for full balance.
Yeah.
And art is interpretive, right? Because what I feel when I look at something isn't what you're going to feel looking at the same piece of art, right?
Mhm.
Yes, it would be definitely orange and definitely
Definitely. That
vibrant,
if you know her, you know that.
right? I live in the world of color. I live in the world of prints. I live in the world of just being magnificent.
Yes.
This past weekend, I had to go to a party, and then they try to put me in a box. So they were like, so you got to wear all burgundy, and I was like, wait, what? What's happening? I don't like parties where people tell me what, like, oh my god, that just threw me because I'm like, okay, so I don't got no burgundy print. I don't, I just went in there looking like a tall glass of I don't know what with a train dragging behind me, and it was like, girl, no, don't tell me to put me in a box. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
come here and be very outlandish with a train and things, and that's that. Okay, that's that.
Period. She gonna have a train. There's gonna be a train somewhere, baby. Yes.
I was a queen in a past life. I'm a queen now, so I just tend to dragonfly.
So let's talk a little bit about how can people cultivate their own creative environments and spaces where they're at.
So for me, I have a little nook. Uh, I live very high up in a skyscraper, and I can oversee Manhattan. And so for me, that's very calming to me. So I have plants in a little area. I have a nice chair. and it overlooks. And so my perfect moment is the sun is setting. You can see it hitting the buildings, and I call it this copper moment because the city is turning copper. And I just love that moment. So to create those spaces, you got to find that it could just be a corner. It is imperative to create corners and hideaway spaces, right? From your families. A lot of people have kids. They running from their kids, their dogs, their cat. The place needs to have a door, right? And even if this got to be your bathroom and you grabbing a baggie and going into the bathroom, filled with pencils, a sketchbook, a journal book, a little box juice of wine, like whatever that it
definitely some wine.
definitely some wine, right? So you got to be able to create those moments. But for me, mine says by the window, there's some plants there. There's a nice chair, a nice blankie, so I could curl up and just have a moment for myself. And a lot of times for me too, creating isn't always about me moving my physical hand. Sometimes being creative is being still in the moment and allowing. And I've just been getting more and more connected to
source.
The older I get, I'm more and more connected, and I hear more. And it's like just to sit, be still, and wait for the next, and what that next is for me, so that I can move forward. And sometimes you're rushing into creating something when sometimes it's the stillness that is powerful. It's the wait before we get into the creative that's powerful. I put myself in timeout. Girl, I love it.
You have to have the spaces for yourself. For me, I like the concept of that corner, right? That area. And you fill it with the things that resonate with you, that are important to you, because it has to be inviting. It has to be personal. It should not be anywhere near where you work. Make it somewhere totally separate, right? Like a little, it could be just a recliner chair. Like in my bedroom, in the corner of my bedroom by the window, I have a recliner chair with my baby Yoda, because that's my rider. He stay there. Okay, that's his space, right? And I can curl up there. It reclines all the way. I can curl up with my blanket. I can do the things that I want to do that are not work. So when I go over in that corner, work has to stop. There's like an invisible barrier here.
Yep.
There is no more work. This is my time to connect back, like I said, to source, to myself, to my higher being, and to really focus. Now we got a couple minutes left. And of course, I want to see something, because I see some stuff on that back. What's that red with the little white trap?
We want to see stuff. Oh my God. So this every week I drop a little mini capsule collection inside our private Facebook group called Guan Style Galère. And one of the moderators drop it. So what I'm doing is we are opening up the galère to invite women in. So a lot of times what happens is all the good stuff get drops in the galère first. They're savages. They eat up all the good stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So this is the perfect time for you to come on over and head over. And then when the questions are asked, just say, hey, I found you from Wake Up Happy Sis. And then we'll let you in. This is our private community. It is a safe place. Keep your drama on the outside. Don't come in there with that, girl, because we don't do that. This is a place where it's love, joy, happiness. This is where we come to find confidence, learn some styling tips, and talk trash. Because sometimes it's about just being grown-ass women, right? Because this is the reality. I'm a grown-ass woman, okay? With chin hairs. Got like a couple of chin hairs that I've been fighting for all my life, right? So listen, I know, girl. I don't put my whole business out in the internet.
Look, I got some too. I'll be like,
we gonna fight till the end, honey. So every week we did. So last week what I did is my good friend beauty advisor slash nutrition. Is that me? No.
No, that's people. I don't know why they're calling me when they know that I am busy. Don't do that.
So what I did last week was take part of this resilient print, and I created a other print. Oh, and her name is called Serafina. And so
Ooh,
Serafina
I
was
like Serafina.
on the scarf. So I created t-shirts and sweatshirts with her on there. And she really is telling the story of who we are, our resilience, our strength, our power. And really looking at her, she just gives you all of the feels and all of the yummies and allows you to just feel absolutely powerful. And she came with some African pieces. So if you guys head over to the website, I'm going to give you guys a code if you want to shop with me. So if you head over to shopguan.com, that page will take you right to a sale page where everything is automatically 40% off.
Ooh.
So you get a discount on top of a discount. So if you're thinking, oh my God, I want to try Sharon, this is a great way to try me, right? Make sure you sign up to the email list, sign up to that text message. And again, the group is usually you have to earn your way into the group. Today, you can absolutely join for not having to purchase anything, right? So Shop One by Sharon will give you save 40% off. And I think there's like 60 items in there. There's jeans, there's sweats, there's all these amazing things. And some prints are gone. Like this is the last piece. Excuse me. And so I tend to do African just a little bit different. So this is a duster. I love playing with prints, mixing the prints, and things like that. I don't want to get up because real life. I got on short shorts. You don't want to see all this jelly.
If they want to see some stuff, they need to go on and get to the site.
Go
sign up for the list.
Go sign up for the list. You'll love it. We got great t-shirts and all these fabulous moments that you can grab. But there's so many things that you can grab. And if you are unsure of your size or your style, guess what? You can always email me at info@guanbysharon.com. I am here to help you navigate this fashion world, right? If you're in a style rut, I got you. I got several videos on TikTok talking about how to get out of your style ruts and things like that.
Jocelyn said, go on and dip your toe in them waters.
Yes, thank you, Miss Joyce.
When I tell you, you won't regret it. You will not regret it. You're going to feel heard. You're going to feel seen. You're going to feel beautiful. Okay. Because that's what she does. She helps you bring out what's already there in you. She ain't bringing out something that's not already there. Sometimes we just need a little motivation, a little inspiration, and somebody that's going to chest chuck you, that's going to say, stop acting like you're not the shit. You're not sexy. You're not beautiful. You're not desirable. Those things don't have a size. Those things don't have a number, a color, a nothing. You are that which you feel. And these clothes make you feel that. I'm not just on here trying to sell her stuff. Okay. But y'all need to go on and get it. Because the next satchel, if somebody don't tell me about the next satchel, it's going down.
We will make sure we tag LeAnne, sisters, because y'all don't want no beef with this one. Okay. Look. Never thought my wardrobe would be 90. Yes.
Yes. So when I bring my friends on, I don't have shabby friends. Like, let me be clear. My friends are powerhouses. My friends are powerful. They do what they do. Okay. So when I bring somebody on, y'all better show up and show out and get your ass over there and figure it out. Because if you really want to be a part of communities that are open, that are loving, that are inviting, you have to go be a part of the community. You can't do that if you're sitting on the sidelines of your own life. Okay.
You cannot. stand in that arena. And
Yes.
I'm really grateful and blessed that I get to live in my zone of genius and get to create from a space of joy, freedom, love, and honor for all who came before me.
Yes. And do you have any that's almost like final words.
Yeah, that was it.
That's it. Like,
That's it.
that's it. There ain't nothing else. Look, at that point, there ain't nothing else to say.
Drop mic.
Mike. Yes. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Wake Up Happy Sis show with myself, your host, LeAnne Dolce, and my fabulous guest, Sharon Richardson. And y'all know that my fabulous co-host, Sheronda, she told y'all, if you was not listening on Monday, that she was going to be traveling. Okay. Because she was on vacation, her and the hubby. So she was traveling. So that is why she could not be here today. But she knows she's a crafter too. She's an artsy. So she was trying to figure out, if I go to, can I do it in the, no, just go be off. It's okay. So
It's
we
okay.
missed you, Sheronda. We love you. And we had a great time. I want to thank y'all for tuning in, for joining me. Make sure you come back on Monday, another fabulous show. We've got some guests coming in, and that's just it. Like I'm in awe of my friends and what they do. So this is what I'm going to leave you with, everyone. What I want you to know is that this world is a better place with you in it. Find time to do things that light up your soul. That is your creative energy. That is your connection to the higher power, to your ancestors, whatever you want to call it, right? Your connection to source. We all have artistic creativity within us. It may not look like everybody else's. That's okay, because we're individuals. Why be ordinary when you can be fucking extraordinary? So pick up that brush, pick up that pen, pick up that needle, pick up that camera, and pour your soul into it every day, every time. And as always, find out how to wake up happy, sis.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And Cherie said, find your niche, because it's there. It is there. And we love you. We want to thank you for tuning in with us. Make sure you head on over to shopguan.com, get you some savings, sign up for the mailing list, look on Facebook. Once you buy, then you're going to get added to the galère. You ain't getting in without buying something. So I've already rules is rules. She was trying to be nice. Rules is rules. Go buy something, get in the galère, because y'all don't even see half the stuff she got because it never makes it out of the group.
It never makes it out the group. Literally.
It never makes it out. So if you want to be a part of a warm, welcoming community, head on over, buy something so you can get in the galère with all them crazy ladies, savage ladies, like myself, and wake up happy, sis. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Wake Up Happy Sis.